thinking about the interviews and the continuing conversations I'll have with people offline, and then we'll upload them to YouTube, the key words that came up for Claire are hearty, healthy, and happy. And this morning she's going to be talking about the top 5 health tips, and it's going to be Portugal related. I don't know if it's going to be age related. She's not allowing me to talk about age. Let's find out about it.
Morning, Carl. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm well. Yeah, on this Freedom Day. Are you celebrating?
I always celebrate freedom. Freedom is within me. You've got to be free. Absolutely. If you're not free, what are you? You're confined. You're locked up. You're stifled. It's not good.
Yes, that's right. That's interesting, isn't it? You can have sort of conceptual freedom of movement, if you like, but you can still feel imprisoned mentally, and that's something we have sovereignty over, isn't it?
Yeah, you're free in your mind, but the thought police are coming. Oh, don't get me started.
Don't get us started.
Don't get me started about thought police.
Right. Okay. I think I might try and get you started a bit later on, but let's talk about health tips. And I notice every time I talk about aging, you steer me away from the subject. You don't like to frame it like that, do you?
You are as old as you feel. Or as my dad used to say, as old as the woman he was feeling.
Well, hey.
You know? Right, yes. He was a terror. His girlfriends were younger than me. So he felt youth through them, I believe. But
he obviously felt very young.
Find a toy boy, don't I?
Well, maybe. I don't know. Is that one of your tips then this morning?
No, absolutely not. No.
What did flash through your head clearly there? All right. No, fair enough. I take your point. I take your point. You know, if we preoccupy ourselves with aging and like all these thoughts of like, again, it's a freedom. It's a matter of freedom, isn't it? Are we a slave and a prisoner to our ideas? And some of those ideas aren't helpful, are they, around aging? You're like, oh, it never comes alone. And when you get to this age, this is going to happen and that's going to fall off and everything. You don't have to be quite conditioned as that, do you?
Yeah, years ago, our grandmas got old before their time. And I don't know why. I think they were conditioned, as you said. In their mind, they thought getting older equated wearing sensible shoes and dressing in a certain way and not living life joyously. I live life joyously and aim to work hard and play hard, you know.
Yeah.
And age is a number, and I'm not my number. I'm 18 in here, and in here I'm 18. My body might show signs of wear and tear, but I'm still 18, Carl, and I will be forever. My dad had a sign on his wall, and it said "recycled teenager."
Very good. Yeah, I like that. And I think I showed a meme the other day of I think it was a 50-year-old. You know, when we were kids, and a 50-year-old now, and they're very different people, aren't they?
Absolutely. They were conditioned years ago to sit in a corner and go and knit, you know, and it's not how it is.
Right, okay.
It's not how it is. It's not how it should be.
Well, that's
interesting. Go and knit a cardigan, a woolly hat, a scarf.
There's nothing wrong with a cardigan. Come on, some of these things we should.
No, there isn't. I agree, but I do not want to knit one. I'm sorry. I'm not at the age yet to put my slippers on and sit down.
It's not a sign that you want to see in your. You don't want a bag of knitting next to your chair that's easy to get in and out.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful that people knit, and we need knits. We need knitted things, but I can't knit. Which is sad. I would love to learn to knit, but I'm not going to spend my time knitting. I'm going to spend my time living.
Each to their own. And so if we
winter, it's a winter thing, knitting.
Okay, yeah,
and
fair
now
enough.
The sun's back out.
Unless you opt for the woolen bathing suit, that was definitely a summer knitting. Shouldn't take long for some of us either. Good morning to you, Barak. This morning, lovely to be in communication with you. As I'll text back and forth. Good to see you this morning. Thanks for getting out of bed. But going back to this conditioning thing, then, if old people in the old days got conditioned to be old, we can use that very same technology to choose our state of mind. It would suggest.
You are your state of mind. If you live in and everything affects your mind and you're upset and you're unhappy, then you can't see the good in where you are. If you only see the bad, then that is your mind controlling you. You've got to control your mind.
Amen. Amen. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And so, okay, so let's go through these healthy tips then. And this is what we'll be doing as we speak to all of our guests. And Mel saying here, yeah, thanks for all you do, Carl, and all the other contributors. I mean, it's a massive team effort, this, and that will continue. I will be continuing to have these conversations and actually want them to be a little bit more strategic and purposeful. Hence, this morning, we've got Claire here talking about some health tips. Now, and obviously, I'm not allowed to reply it to aging or anything like that. They're just generic health tips, right?
For everyone, for absolutely everyone.
Yes.
So my first health tip, number one, and it's really important in Portugal or hot countries, is to stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
If you're dehydrated, your brain can't work. It really can't.
This is what we have to
and
face.
You need
Because
your brain.
yeah, it does help, doesn't it? But you know, the thing, drink this amount of water, stay hydrated. It's like it's not something we haven't heard before. And in many ways, I think people think, oh God, stay hydrated, blah, blah, blah. But it's actually vitally and crucially important. And we know this, don't we? When we get into that brain fog, and all we needed was a glass of water. And we begin to think it might be something else. It's like, do I need to see a psychotherapist? I can't think straight. So just have a bloody glass of water is the first thing to do, isn't it?
Well, but put some salt in it, Carl. Put salt in your water.
Pepper?
Pinch of salt. No, not pepper. Can't stand pepper.
Season your water. Okay. Why are we putting
That'd be
salt
good. Water spurting out your nose. No, but you should have good salt. Please, if any of your watchers are listening, please throw away your table salt. Your table salt is bleached and it's awful. All it's good for is spreading over paths if it's icy. That's all it's good for.
Slugs.
Use Celtic salt, which has like 72 minerals in it, or sea salt. Now, the reason you need salt in your water is to hydrate your cells. So you've got outer membrane, inner membrane of your cell. The magnesium in the salt opens your outer cell of your outer membrane of your cell, and that lets your cell be hydrated by opening that outer membrane.
Okay.
So top tip is not just hydrate with salt and water, and good water, spring water. I went to a spring, my friend Rosie, hi Rosie, told me about the other day, and just got water out of the mountainside. And amazing. I don't like the municipal water. I'm actually on well water, but I don't drink my well water because it's got bacteria in it, so that's no good.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
good water.
Good water, spring water. We've got some fantastic bottled and even boxed water now. I showed one of these a couple of days ago.
Wow.
The Monchique box, 7 liters. It's alkaline as well. I think that can be quite beneficial too, as I understand.
Brilliant. Yeah, alkaline and water, and put salt in it and drink it all day. Yeah.
Right.
Because how much water do we sweat, especially when it's going to get to 40 something degrees probably this summer?
Right. I don't sweat. I just gently glow. But I take your point. Perspire at worst. Right. Okay. So drink water, add a pinch of salt and some decent quality salt. And we've got some good salt here in Portugal, haven't we? Let's face it.
You do. You do. I've seen the salt flats on the way to Figueira de Foz. There's some wonderful salt.
Same at Rio Maior. We just down the road from here. You drive through there, and it's the Salinas, and there's a great chicken shop there as well, which they no doubt use some of the salt. And you think, hold on a minute, how did all this salt get here? We're miles from the coast, and obviously it's ancient salt mining sites. They're salt flats. It is. So you're very lucky, and we've got all the sort of sea salt as well. Good water. Are people agreeing with you here? And at least, is this one of yours? 5,000 EUs of vitamin D3 daily. Is that something you recommend as well?
Well, if you're short on it, take vitamins. But there's lots of vitamins and there's lots of minerals in the salt, so you're getting a lot of them. And the best way to get your vitamins is from food, really. Whole food.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? And you make a good point. If you're short on it, there's no point flushing things down the proverbial, is there, if you don't need it? So
You
how
don't,
do you
if
find
you,
out?
yeah.
I mean, do you recommend these analysis laboratories? We've got a lot of them in Portugal. Do you ever get
I
yourself
don't
tested
know.
for nutrients? Right.
I don't know if you can, can get your blood tested. I remember, this is crazy, but my dog, Millie, she was sick when we got here to Portugal a couple of weeks in, and we took her to the local vet. They drew blood, and we got back this blood analysis, which is better than any doctor I've ever seen do for a human. I know
Yes.
they do it in America, but they charge you a fortune for it. So they told us what everything was in the blood, what she was missing, and I was like, I've never had that. I've never had a better checkup than my lovely dog.
Could
But
you not
it's
take me
crazy.
to your? Could you take me to your vet and get my blood checked, for example, or just pretend put some of your own in
I
the
know.
test
Stick
tube?
your
Right,
arm
okay.
out, get it tested, then you know what's going on. But I think
All right.
with aging, talking about aging, women do tend to go down in estrogen and progesterone, and they sort of need that. But I'm very lucky, touch wood, that I've never needed anything apart from my vitamin D, water, salt, healthy foods, exercise, sleep, friends. So should we move on to number 2, which is intermittent
I mean, it's
fasting?
a lot of value there already, and we're only on number 2. Go ahead. And is this number 2 about having healthy
Have
number
you got
twos?
time, pal? Have you got time for
We'll
me?
make time. We'll make time for this. I'm a bit worried about
Okay.
talking about number twos. It happened on Garvo's new midweek show. There was a lady on
Did
there
it?
talking about colonic irrigation, and I'm a fan. You know, I've been through the process. It's not something I
Okay.
would want to do every week, but it was a very interesting process, and I'm sure it's very very useful. And the lady you're talking about was fantastic, but you know, it's not the sort of thing you generally talk about. Is number 2
You
about number
don't.
2?
No, it's
No.
about intermittent fasting and autography.
Right. Okay.
So autography is when your body goes into repair mode.
I've got you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yes.
starts repairing itself. And normally, your biggest organ in the body is your digestive system.
Yes. Yes.
So if you do intermittent fasting, then your body is not digesting anything over after 16 hours. And the best one is from 24 to 100 hours. Just drinking
Mm,
salt water. I know it sounds insane, but it resets your body.
it
It
does.
does autography, and it gets you back on a clean bill of health. Really, it
Yeah.
repairs your body at a cellular level. So autography and intermittent fasting.
I think there's a lot in fasting. I thought you were saying
There's a huge amount.
intimate fasting. There's also intermittent farting, which I don't recommend. But these are
No, I'm
these are
not into that.
who is, unless it's them doing it. Right, okay, but
Well, yeah.
fasting, and I realized when I
So
was ill.
fasting.
Yeah, I was ill a month ago, and I had a sort of flu
Okay.
episode. And one I think the key benefits of it was I didn't eat for a day, and I think it did me the world of good.
I think it does, absolutely.
Yes.
Also,
Yeah.
if you've got a cold, you should put a slice of onion, wrap
In
it
my
with
socks.
cling film, onion on the sole of your feet, wrap your foot with
Yeah.
cling film, put a sock on, go to sleep. In the morning, you'll feel much better. The
That is the
old
sort of
ways are the
thing
best.
Granny used to say. Absolutely, absolutely. We've got some great comments
Absolutely.
coming
And the
in.
old ways are the best. Never mind Big Pharma. Get away from Big Pharma, I say.
Be careful of big farmers on tractors. Okay, right. So
I've got
number
lots
3,
of farmers around here on
number,
tractors. A
number
Lamborghini tractor my farmer has.
the Lambo driver,
Yeah.
like Jazz. Yeah, fantastic. Hey, number 3.
Number 3 is exercise.
Okay. Do we have
Exercise has
to?
been, yes, you do. Do you know exercise has been proven to lift your mind? There was actually a study. Now, I can't remember who did the study, but I think it was a psychologist, and he had schizophrenia patients. Yes, schizophrenia. So he got
Yeah.
all these schizophrenic patients, and he made them exercise for 20 hours a day. 20 hours a day, constantly
Fascinating.
on the
Sounds like
go.
torture.
And
That
this
sounds like
was,
torture.
it does. But you know what? At the end of the week, I think there was only 4 of them that still had schizophrenia. The rest were
They
cured
didn't have
by
time. They didn't have time.
exercise.
They didn't
They
have time
didn't
to
have
be
time to
schizophrenic.
think.
Okay. All right, very good.
So exercise, but so as we
Right,
age,
okay.
which is an awful thing to do, but as we age, our body loses muscle mass at an
Yeah, that's
increased
I've
rate
noticed that.
every
Yeah,
decade.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we
What do
need
we do
muscle
about that?
mass for actually being able to do things, stand up and move. You need muscle mass. So exercise, some HIIT, high intensity training,
Fartlek.
30 seconds running and then 30 seconds rest. 30 seconds, it's quite hard. You think 30 seconds that's nothing, but it is hard. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes because your body gets used to it. And they say two minutes 3 times a week of doing that. 2 minutes. Michael Mosley, look him
Right,
up.
okay. Very
HIIT,
good. Excellent.
HIIT
Right,
training.
exercise.
And then you've got to do weight training to build your muscle mass back. And they say the stronger and healthier your legs are, the longer you will live because you won't be doddery. I'm not doddery. You won't be doddery and
No,
fall over, break
dodderiness.
a hip. You're in hospital. You're hardly ever going to come home. You're not getting out of that. You're not getting out of bed again.
Long walks, very good. The hilly terrain of
Long
Lisbon,
walks are
I'm sure that's good.
wonderful for you.
Yeah, and
Long
does
walks,
lifting?
especially in the forest.
Okay. Does lifting a potato count?
No.
Unless
Depends
it's
if it's a
big
10
potato.
kilo bag of potatoes, yeah.
You need a big farmer who's growing big potatoes, don't you? I think. Okay, so exercise, weight training, high intensity, fartlek, that kind of thing. Very good to deal with this muscle mass thing. I have definitely noticed that. The things I've noticed are my knees talking to me and making noises, and also getting a bit flabby. I mean, not flabby in the sort of obese sense, but like, skin tone is interesting, isn't it? How that changes. So thank you for that. Where do we get to? Number 4?
We're on 4, yes. So less stress. The less stress you can have in your life, the better. Meditation.
Yep. Celestial sounds.
Namaste.
Namaste.
So you need a bit of meditation and just like 10 minutes a day, just to sit and be quiet. And as the lady was saying before, get off social media, get your phone away, get everyone away from you and just sit and contemplate the world.
You're right, very good.
It's lovely. It's lovely just to de-stress. Bit of yoga, for stretching.
I've been
That
doing
goes
this in
with
the
the
morning.
muscles and the health.
Yeah,
Stretching.
absolutely. I've been doing this in the morning. I want to get out of bed now. This is a new thing for me. Quite a few changes.
Well, the sun's out.
Well, it's not just that, but I do get up. I'm on my own in the morning. I'll get up out of bed, and I just sit and have a cup of tea and contemplate. I'm a fairly good meditator and quite a still person anyway, but I've never really wanted to get out of bed so early before. Now I do. And then I have a little converse with people who I want to speak to in the mornings, and it's really lovely to start in that gentle way. And I've also learned about the hypnagogic and hypnopompic states, how we can program ourselves as soon as we wake up, and we're in the space between sleep and awakeness. That's the time to not panic yourself with worldly issues. That's the time to program your mind, isn't it, with beautiful thoughts and feelings, and it really changes things. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Right, sorry, I'm chipping in here and
I love it.
Walking across your list. Was that a 4 or 3?
Okay. So that was 4. Now we're into. I've got 6 actually. I went overboard. I'm sorry.
So your top 5 strict instructions is actually 6. Okay, carry on.
Oh, more is more. I love more.
Yes. More is more.
I don't know. I'm wobbling between. I think we should go with sleep.
Yeah,
Sleep.
True. Yeah.
Sleep is a must. Your circadian rhythm. So as you said, on the morning you should open your eyes and you should get to daylight as soon as you can. So it resets your circadian rhythm, so it knows that it's time to wake up. And on a night you should look at the darkness. Embrace the darkness, and then your body knows that you're about to go to sleep.
Yes,
it's the waking sleeping, and you should get rid of your social media an hour before sleep, and you should meditate a little bit and just
So would you not
reflect on the
recommend?
day, but only the good stuff. I
So you
recommend.
don't.
I listen
You
to
don't.
audiobooks.
Okay, but not getting into a fight with somebody of a opposite political persuasion just before you go to sleep.
No, I did that yesterday.
Right. Take down your picture of Klaus Schwab over your shrine. Those sort of things are not good
Don't.
before bedtime, are they?
He's gone, hasn't he? He's gone. But some other muppet will take his place, won't they?
Right.
I'm
Well,
sure
yeah.
some other person has been not
Right, let's
voted
not
in.
go there. Let's not go to the dark side.
No,
But yeah, I'm a
let's
natural.
go to niceness.
I've been doing what you said. When I walk the dogs late at night, I'm looking up into the starry sky at the moment, and it's so.
Beautiful,
If you can
beautiful,
connect your heart with
stunning.
it, it's incredible.
Oh,
Absolutely incredible. Do you know what? This
stunning.
morning as well, we've got peace lilies in the garden. I harvested one of those, took it up to Mrs. M. The gentle start is just so lovely,
Beautiful.
isn't it? It's so lovely to have the gentle start and inflict
It
that
is.
upon yourself rather than the stress. And to be fair, it's a bit easier for a
No
few people here because
stress.
they're retired now. You know, they're not in that horrible routine of yanking themselves out of bed in the mornings and getting on a commute and everything. So we've got a good start.
Oh,
We've got a
you
good start.
see, I'm really glad that I'm not on the commute. And sorry, I'm just switching my other phone off.
No worries, no worries. Digital detox.
So number six is
And finally,
friends.
yeah,
Friends.
yes.
Have good friends. My life without friends would have been so much different. The people who haven't got friends, women are more prone to have more good friends, and I
Why
think
is that?
because we're very good at opening up and being honest with each other and seeing the real naked person underneath and helping each other. We
Right,
want the
okay.
best for each other, women. I think men are more competitive. I've got this, I've got that. And women are just like, I don't care what you've got, just be my friend. You know?
Men do like to see the naked person underneath, but probably not each other. I suspect. To
I
be
don't
fair,
know if you ever played rugby.
no, I haven't. But I get your point. I do get
The
your point.
stories I've heard. The stories
Yes,
I've heard.
they do get to see the naked person underneath quite a lot, don't they? And beer is
Yeah.
involved, and yeah,
So
coins and
we'll get
funny.
back to friends. I think being able to share your troubles
Yeah.
and getting advice. Oh my God, my friends are so good at advice and good advice. You
Well, you
know,
want good advice. You
really,
want
really good advice. Just
Claire, that has
about
been
anything and
fantastic.
everything.
All right, so we will do this again, and I look forward to your next list. I don't know if it might be the happiness list. This was the health list, wasn't it? So we'll
Okay,
work
you want a
on another
happiness
one.
list? Okay.
It's up to you. You choose, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it where this is going, and that was really helpful and
Good.
fun as well. We got a load of random comments. AI did. Oh, we were talking about AI, weren't we? AI did help me repair my diesel heating boiler when I couldn't find a repair tech for a 30-year-old boiler unit. Obsolete
Wow.
enough, nobody would waste their time on it except AI and me, which could be the title of your biography, or at least a chapter. AI and me. And then you've got the boiler working. So great application of AI there. That's wonderful. Credit where it's due. It always surprises me when people are caught out by public holidays, no awareness of the country they live in. To be fair, Pam, there are some extra sort of items in the bagging area, aren't there? Like, might be there might be a national holiday, there might be a regional holiday, there might be a village holiday as well. But I get your point. Sprinkle some AI on potatoes. Serving suggestion here. They will sell faster and the lights blink like a Christmas tree. Thank you, Roy, for being here. Solar Life and Bob, may I recommend a morning soundtrack for us? Tractor Time by Daryl Worley, featuring Chris Jansen and Jansen Moore. I'm looking forward for my time. Oh, on a tractor, presumably. Thank you for that playlist suggestion. And commies and socialists use that as an excuse to rally the people and break everything. Going back to Freedom Day. And I mean everything, good stuff, bad stuff, pretty much anything. Yeah, and it did take a little while, didn't it, for order to be, or the pendulum to swing back the other way. And I think November of November of 1975 is seen as that moment, notably. Empadao is like shepherd's pie, in case you were excited by Colleen's food talk earlier on. Her sexy food talk, anything topped with potatoes, she's up for it. Also wear good shoes. I like Hocus for knees. Great for knees. Thank you for that. And say the words manual labor as exercise and the Brits will run away, especially the English. Wow. Okay. A little insight into the the English psyche there from Rui. Thank you, everybody. Last live stream for a little while for the foreseeable. And thank you, Claire, for being here. Any final words?
You're
Anything
welcome.
else?
Thank you.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Okay, it's the DNA, the difference between men and women's friendships. Men evolved to hunt and defend. Women evolved to help the children survive. So women socialized, raising children, and men coordinated the physical survival of the family mostly. Let's go out hunting, guys, and bond. Right, Claire,
I want to go out hunting.
No, sorry, you've got to stay. You've got to go and stay and see
No,
the
let me
naked
hunt.
person
I'm good with a gun.
All right. Wow. Okay. I didn't expect those to be the last words on my live stream, but thank you very much. Thank you very much for that.
Have a lovely day, pal.
You
Take
too.
care.
Happy Freedom Day, everybody. Let's go back to
You
this
too.
wonderful sentiment, because the thirst for freedom overcame all fears. See you soon in a different shape and
Ciao,
form.
ciao.
And
on the 25th of April, the MFA announced that the people should remain at home because they feared armed confrontations on the street. But the Portuguese population clearly disobeyed the military orders to stay at home because the thirst for freedom overcame all fears. And so people took the streets to the thousands and supported the military coup to force the resignation of the leader of the regime. The people brought red carnations and distributed them to the soldiers, who stuck them in their rifle barrels, making the flower the symbol of the revolution. The revolutionary process of 74 and 75 was one of the liveliest experiences in Portuguese history. In 19 months, there were 2 failed coups, 6 provisional governments, the process of independence of the colonies, several mass strike waves, demonstrations, occupations of thousands of houses, a profound agricultural reform, occupations of land, the creation of workers' cooperatives, workers' councils, trade unions, neighborhood commissions, self-managed factories, businesses, offices, newspapers, and radios. Because the thirst for freedom overcame all fears.